So it's 10:30 and we are going to start our session. So with the due permission of our respected director, sir, can I start the session, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay. So it's our pleasure to announce our very first human resource seminar. It is going to be the national seminar on HR, and I'm very happy to announce that on the 25th anniversary of Prestige Institute of Management Dewas, we are conducting our first national HR seminar in association with Research Foundation of India. So on behalf of Prestige Institute of Management Dewas and RFI, I, Anjali Madhwani, would like to invite all the participants, our respected resource person, Director Sir, Deputy Director Sir of Prestige Institute of Management Dewas, and all the dignitary members of RFI to our very first national seminar on HR. With this, first of all, I would like to just brief about what the RFI is all about. So Research Foundation of India is strictly working for the social upliftment and higher education quality and Indian research promotions in form of events like international and national conferences, seminars, workshops, symposium, and other activities. RFI works for the integration of intellectual ideas across the globe to fulfill the thirst of innovation of humanity. RFI is concerned with improving the educational process by encouraging scholarly inquiry related to education and practical applications of research results. RFI is working for research and development for higher education. It has signed MOU with top universities from India like Symbiosis, AIT, SAGE, SKDU, Apex, Eklavya, BR Ambedkar Central University, Atal Bihari Hindi University, Gujarat University, to name a few. RFI members are researchers, graduate students, and other distinguished professionals with rich and diverse expertise in education research. RFI does not take any financial sponsor from any government body. Research Foundation of India has organized 1,000 plus international conferences and workshops, FDPs, symposiums, etc. all over the world. Now RFI having 87 chapters in India and 18 chapters in Asia and other countries, and categorized in 5 both West, East, South, North, and Central zone. Now I would like to invite once again all the members on behalf of Research Foundation of India and Prestige Institute of Management Dewas. And with this, I would like to first of all invite our very respected director, sir, for inaugural speech of our session, sir. So please unmute yourself.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much, Anjali ma'am. Respected Dr. Saurabh Jain sir, Chairman, RFI Research Foundation of India, Dr. Ajay Ji Jain, Dr. Manish Dubey, Dr. Gunjan Shukla, and our today's resource person, Mr. Sandeep Ji Negam. Prestige Institute of Management, Dewas, and the Research Foundation of India, as well as the Innovation Council of the Prestige, has decided to come up with the one of the initiatives for the development, you can say grooming, or even we can say that for the awareness of our students and developing our faculties. So what's going on into the practical world, business world, and as an industry student interface, what we can learn, what we can absorb in, and how we can practice and use the experience of these industrialists and practitioners for the upliftment of the academic fraternity. The very cause of these workshops, not only we are coming up with the HR workshops, or the webinar and seminar, but also we have decided to come up with the different disciplines like marketing, information technology, system and QT, and finance. So the purpose is again to join together the existing source. We are very pleased to see that a decade ago, the students were not so much aware and awakened. Today, the scenario is totally different. And a pandemic-like situation, the scarcity and the tragic moments when come to the common life, how people actually come out and they are finding a way to sell out freely and how to design their career. There are many institutions in the country, those who are teaching the management students, they are not able to connect through their placement cell with these students. Here, the responsibility comes to the shoulder upon the teachers, faculty, and the head of the institutions to think in this regard. And I believe that recruitment is definitely, as a career, is a booming industry. And here we require a skilled people, a person and a people who has a business acumen, and they are ready to take up the challenges and also throw down the challenges. As we all know, that nowadays that survival is not only the one thing, but excelling and sustaining together is the most important. And that's why today our honorable speaker on the occasion, Mr. Nigam, is definitely going to teach us, share with his experience and guide us that where this industry is going and what are the expectations from the academicians and from the students and where they can upskill themselves. In line with the new education policy of the government, this is the utmost responsibility that we all academicians and senior academicians, they need to take up this responsibility on their shoulders and they shoulder it timely because once the time has gone, you just only have the repentance. And I believe none of us is ready to face the newest type of the tragic moments in a life and even how to excel through this tragic time. I think that today all the students and as well as the faculty members from the RFI members, as well as the Prestige Institute of Management Dewas, and the other colleagues from the other institutions will definitely enjoy the session. I wish good luck and all the best to all of you. Thanks indeed.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to invite Ashok sir, Dr. Ashok Kumar Gupta sir, the Chief Managing Director of Research Foundation of India, to please have his word of wisdom with all of us. Ashok sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, thank you, ma'am. Hello, everyone. This is Professor Dr. Ashok Kumar Gupta, CMD RFI. I feel honored to be invited to this inaugural ceremony of National Seminar on Human Resource Management. The aim of this national seminar is to provide the most complete and reliable source of information on the recent advancement in the field of human resource management. The webinar on human resource management covers a broad range of topics in this field. As Director Upadhyay has rightly said, the National Education Policy 2020 has given a clear call for holistic value-based education to prepare our youth and develop our nation. Because education is fundamental for all achieving full human potential, developing an equitable and just society, and promoting national development. Human resource management, in short, HRM, is the process of employing people, training them, compensating them, developing policies relating to them, and developing strategies to retain them. As a field, HRM has undergone many changes over the last few years, giving it an even more important role in today's organization. In the past, HRM meant processing payroll, sending birthday gifts to employees, arranging company outings, and making sure forms were filled out correctly. In other words, more of an administrative role rather than a strategic role crucial to the success of the organization. Nowadays, one should remember that HR is important in good times, but HR is defined in hard times. It is necessary to point out here that every manager has some role relating to human resource management. Just because we do not have the title of HR manager doesn't mean we won't perform all or at least some of the HRM tasks. For example, most managers deal with compensation, motivation, and retention of employees, making these aspects not only part of HRM but also part of management. We can say that the prime responsibility of human resource managers are plan, coordinate, and direct the administrative functions of an organization. They oversee the recruiting, interviewing, and hiring of new staff, consult with top executives.
You're not getting your voice, sir.
Yes, I think there were some technical issues, sir. Your voice was not audible. I just tried. Sir's voice is not audible. No, it's not working, sir.
Sir has muted himself.
Sir, Ashok, sir, am I audible to you?
Hello.
Yes, sir. I think they were. You got muted, sir, at your end.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute.
Yes, sir. Now you're audible, sir.
Where I was there, that you heard.
Yes, sir. Actually, in between your voice, it just got stopped. I think it got mute. So you can please continue with your golden words of wisdom.
Okay. I'll continue from the beginning.
sir.
No
Yes,
issue.
sir.
If you permit me.
Sure, sir. My pleasure.
Okay. You can stop me where I'm not audible.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. Hello everyone, this is Professor Dr. Ashok Kumar Gupta, CMD RFI. I feel honored to be invited to this inaugural ceremony of National Seminar on Human Resource Management. The aim of this national seminar is to provide the most complete and reliable source of information on the recent advancement in the field of human resource management. This webinar on human resource management covers a broad range of topics in this field. As our director rightly said that the National Education Policy 2020 NEP 2020 has given a clarion call for all holistic value-based education to prepare our youth and develop our nation. Education is fundamental for achieving full human potential, developing an equitable and just society, and promoting national development. As far as HRM is concerned, that is human resource management, is the process of employing people, training them, compensating them, developing policies relating to them, and developing strategies to retain them. As a field, HRM has undergone many changes over the last many years, given in at the even more important role in today's organization. At the past, HRM meant processing payroll, sending birthday gifts to employees, arranging company outings, and making sure forms were filled out correctly. In other words, more of an administrative role rather than a strategic role crucial to the success of the organization. Okay?
Yes, sir. So thank you so much, sir. And now it's time to welcome and have the introduction of our resource person of today's session, Mr. Sandesh Nigamji. He is the co-owner and assistant director of Vishwa Management Services. And I'll just have the brief profile of him, and then I'll hand over the mic to our resource person without taking much of your time. So Mr. Sandesh Nigam is a recruitment professional. He is a qualified MBA in HR and MA in economics. He is a co-owner and assistant director of Vishwa Management Services, a recruitment consultancy in Indore since more than 16 years. His area of interest includes HR practices and career counseling. Mr. Nigam is having a vast experience in handling pan-India and international recruitments of FMCG, consumer durables, BFSI, education, pharma, and automobile industries, to name a few. So this is all about for the profile of our today's session. Now, as I said in the beginning, I'll not take much time of yours because this is a session between you and the resource person of today's session. So, sir, I welcome you once again from the Institute and RFI. And now all hand over to you. So over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone. And first of all, I would like to thank the organizers of this national seminar of HR management. Okay, and to start with, respected Dr. Saurabh Jain, sir, Chairman and CEO of Research Foundation of India, Professor Dr. Ashok Kumar Gautam, CMD of RFI, Professor Dr. Ajit Upadhyay, respected Director of PMI Dewas, and Professor Anjali Madhwani and the team of PIMD. So it is an honor and privilege for me to get an opportunity to deliver a session on this in this national seminar on human resource management. I think organized by PIMD Dewas in association with Research Foundation of India. So thank you so much for a brief introduction. So let me introduce once more myself. My name is Sandesh Nigam, and I am from Vishwa Management Services, a recruitment consultancy based at Indore, having history of more than 20 years. Yeah, okay. And I'm an MBA in HR from DAVV and MA in economics from DAVV, and having interest in career counseling as well as spiritual counseling as well. And I'm very glad to present here and to present this powerful session, I can say, for recruitment as a career option. So first of all, I would like to tell about the recruitment, right? Recruitment, I hope most of the students and are from this HR background only or HR stream. And from organizational perspective, let me start with recruitment. Okay, so recruitment is a, I can say, most important function of human resource department. Okay, it is a, we can say, a prime responsibility of an HR to work for means to fill the open positions first, with a suitable candidate. Okay. So there are two types of recruitment sources for an organization. First, internal and external sources, So if any organization having some vacancies and they would like to close that, so they usually prefer internal sources first. Internal sources are like promotions, transfers, re-employments, okay, like that. And as depend upon the size of organization, so many big organizations usually use external sources even, okay, so to fulfill their manpower needs. So for external sources, they generally hire services of media for advertisements. They buy subscriptions of job portals like Naukri.com, Shine.com. Okay, Indeed is there. Okay, and Times Job is there. Monster is there. Okay, and then educational institutions for campuses, and then come recruitment agencies like recruitment consultants. Okay, so here is the topic right for today: recruitment as a career option. Okay, so from recruitment consultancy's perspective, means recruitment is something again different kind of services like recruitment consultants provide. Okay, so there are some classifications in that, like staffing services are being provided, like it's very popular. Okay, as well as recruitment process outsourcing is also there. So to start with staffing services, so staffing services are being provided on somehow large scale. So many organizations like want to hire the temporary resources, okay, and ad hoc resources. So they usually hire services of staffing services. So they usually work for the organization, but the payroll would be of that third party, means the staffing services. So staffing services having some large infrastructure. They usually have different offices in different branches or states. Okay, as well as they need to means apply for licenses like labor licenses, some compliances they need to follow, because all the payroll work like are being handled by these staffing services on the behalf of the organization, particular organization. Okay. And now come for the RPOs, recruitment process outsourcing. So it is a outsourcing of recruitment on a very large basis. Okay, a big organization, big multinationals generally outsource their entire recruitment process or part of recruitment process or something like this. Okay, so many international clients or outsource like this entire recruitment process. In India, for example, Hindustan Unilever, we handled Hindustan Unilever, okay, before somewhere around 2010-11, and after that they outsourced their entire processes to the RPOs, okay, and all recruitment for sales and non-sales position they outsource to an RPO. If we can take example of Bridgestone India even, so Bridgestone India we handle since starting, means they established their plant in Pithampur, so we work for them a lot, but for near about 2 years they outsourced their entire process to an RPO, and now they are again hiring from the consultant. So here, like talk about the recruitment agencies, so they work in this type. Okay, so first, now I would like to come to the topic. I'm going to share a presentation. Okay. I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now come to the today's topic, recruitment as a career option. So I am here to deliver this session, or we can say I am here to share my entire experience with you all. Okay, with the prospective candidates, future candidates, I can say now students. Okay, so here like I would uh, cover some topics. Okay, so why choose recruitment as a career? Okay, and from a recruitment consultancy's perspective, like I would like to share like how recruitment consultants do. Okay. And what skills and qualities one need to be a successful recruitment consultant. And of course, reason like why one should choose recruitment as a career. Okay. So to the start with the first point, like how recruitment consultant do sourcing, what are their profile, KRAs, the responsibilities areas and all. Okay, so simple to say, first, like recruitment consultants act much like a matchmaker. Okay, every means it's the first we can say tagline of HR, like right man should be at the right place. So of course, this is the first job of a recruitment consultant, like means to fill that gap with a suitable candidate, suitable employee. Okay, the best match we can say. Okay, so recruiters act means provide a vital link between job seeker and the employer. So they act like as a bridge, okay, to fill the gap between the job seekers and employers.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
excuse me, sir. Sorry to disturb you.
Yeah.
Can you make it a full screen? It's not a full screen right now, sir.
Okay. Is it fine?
Yeah. Thank you so much. You can please continue.
Yeah, of course. So, we recruiters act as a bridge, like between the job seekers and the employers, of course. Okay, and there are some more KRSK responsibilities area apart from the sourcing of profiles only. It's a multifaceted and consists of wide range of skills and activities even, okay, including like client management, business development, networking, marketing, negotiation, and much more. Okay. So let me explain about this few skills and activities handled by a recruiter. Okay. So client management is a key responsibility area first. Okay. Every organization having a number of consultants, at least 2 to 5, 6, and depends. Okay. And as well as every recruiter or job consultancy having number of clients even. Okay. So it is a major responsibility area to handle and manage those clients. Okay. On a daily basis, we get several openings. Some are urgent, some are time-based. Okay. We usually get turnaround time to fulfill that recruitment. Okay. And provide profiles on timely basis. So we have to manage clients accordingly. So here we can say time management is needed. Okay. As well as maintain a good relationship and keeping in mind the time around time as well as the quality of profiles being shared. Okay. Second one is business development. It is the most crucial part for a recruitment agency. Okay, business development is a continuous process. Every business are meant to expand. Expansion is the basic need for any organization. Okay, so initially, links, I just would like to share my experience. Initially, like we handled FMCG industry recruitments only. Okay, we had a specialty in that, and in entire MT and West region, all the FMCG sales persons, like sales leaders, like know Vishwa Management Services, because of we had a specialty in specifically sales profile and FMCG industry recruitment. Okay. But when the recession came in 2008, okay, and things goes tough. So this FMCG industry means to be somehow safe and secure because they manufacture daily need products, hair oil, shampoos, food products, beverages are there, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Britannia kind of thing. So this was the industry hit the last, we can say. So till 2009, we were comfortably, but after 2009, these companies was facing some trouble even. Okay, they their revenue got hit, and then we even means then recruitment got slower, and our revenues got hit after that. So that time, like we came to know the value of business development. Okay. So after that, like we had to diversify. Then we indulge into the business development part more, and then means hunt for the organization from different industries. Then we got banking industry like banks, insurance industry like we got empaneled with. Okay, then consumer durables, tires. Okay, and so the value of business development means we came to know in that particular adversity, the first this recession we faced. Okay, so this is the value of business development. It is a continuous process, and not every or client means work similarly. Sometimes some clients like go slow, sometimes, and depend upon the nature of the industry particularly. Again, like we face this worst pandemic in last 2 years. So again, we we saw that most of the companies got hit by pandemic, majorly in manufacturing industries, of course. Okay, but ITES, telecom, I think internet service providers, okay, and uh, computer peripherals companies. These companies, I think, earn a lot. Even they develop themselves a lot, means, and their revenues were quite high because it was an opportunity for them. And for other remaining industries, like they got severely hit. Even our education industry as well, that was also meant to a very safe and secure industry. Okay, so this is why diversified means type of clients like help us to keep running our businesses, at least like we can survive accordingly. And then come to networking, marketing. Okay, so that is a major part. We usually use job postings. Okay, we promote our means jobs on job portals like Naukri.com, Monster, and all. So these help us to market our present requirement we are working on, and it just help us to means to put the less effort, like while sourcing the profile. So typical work activities like being handled by a recruiter. Okay. So these are the major, we can say, job profile we recruiter usually do on daily basis. So whatever requirements we do get, so we promote that job vacancies across online job boards like Naukri.com and Monster and all. Social media nowadays we means take help of Facebook, even WhatsApp, even sometimes a good source, as well as LinkedIn is there. Okay, and then candidate outreach and word of mouth. These are the traditional tools we can say. Means headhunting usually, like we generally maintain a good relationship with the candidates and generally ask for the references. So headhunting is a traditional tool. Guiding candidates and clients through the hiring processes. So while coordinating with the candidates for a particular opening, just we screen the candidates first, shortlist first, okay, among the available options, and then we have to guide to the candidates accordingly. What options would be better for their career? Okay, what would be the growth prospects, the salary high? Okay, and as well as what would be better for your organizing, means their career structure means accordingly, and as well as clients even through hiring process. So sometimes like clients give us a job description and criteria, so it should be reasonable accordingly, means in terms of salary, what offers CTC they provide. Sometimes client give us a job description with a big expectation, and salary and offer CTC is not that much. So we need to just clarify them or coaching them, like means the industry trends are different, and or whatever the prevailing CTC of this particular positions and all. Like, so we have to guide accordingly about the current scenario, what their competitors are paying to their employees, okay, and all. So this kind of guiding we do. The third one is coaching candidates and helping them to achieve their career goals. Again, like I have covered the same point in the previous point. We need to coach the candidate, help them to achieve their career goals, like to guide them to which career option would be better for them. Okay, and we just maintain relationship. If someone is not happy with the what an opening we are proposing, like, so we will keep their profile and then try to provide them opportunities according to their preferences. Then come to screening, interviewing, and shortlisting potential candidates. Okay, so on the basis of the given job description by our client. Okay, so criteria. So it is a prime job or prime responsibility of a recruiter, like to screen, to give a best match profile. Then we need to coordinate with the candidate. Okay, screen on the basis of the given criteria, whether the candidate is handling that particular profile or not. We need to interview them about their uh, strengths, weaknesses somehow, as well as their salary expectations. Okay, and of course their potential for for the position they are applying for. Then come to researching and monitoring industry news, trends, and development. Okay. Here, this particular role is not just for a telecaller kind of thing. Means if someone is just calling to the candidates and asking whether you are interested for this particular position or not. Nothing like that. Okay. As per my experience, like initially when I joined this organization, so we handle this FMCG industry. So first I got particular opening of, for example, to say Dabur India Limited. Okay. So when I got a sales opening from there, so how would I know? I mean, what are their preferences, which companies and which industry candidate they would prefer. So slowly means I worked on this position. So I came to know about their nearest competitor, like Marico India. Like Marico India manufacture hair oils like Hair Care, Shanti Amla, the nearest competitor of Dabur India. I came to know about Hindustan Unilever Limited. Okay, then I came to know about Procter and Gamble. Kevin Care is there. So from a single client or with a one particular opening, I needed to research about this entire industry. Okay. So this researching and monitoring industry news help us a lot to source the right candidate for that. Okay. Because while we are searching for a particular candidate for our client, so we need to think like we are hiring for ourselves. So I just made a mind in that way that I am an HR of Dabur India Limited and I am searching for a right candidate. That's it. So this research monitoring of industry news is very necessary for a recruiter. Okay, current trends and developments, even what kind of units they are establishing. Many companies do expansions, right, accordingly. For example, like we handle recruitments of plants, factories. Okay, so factories generally be located at a remote areas, right? So for that particular thing, we need to means research, okay, and monitor about the nearest competitor, whether their plants are located at nearby locations or not, whether we will be able to provide a right candidate or not, that particular or remote location. So these kind of challenging things made easy by our some openness and our curiosity about the industry and all. So this also helps like to be a successful recruiter. And building relationship with the new clients through business development activities. So relationship is the means it is very necessary for a recruiter, because all business is coming and running through relationships only. Okay, so wherever we get a new client, so of course we maintain that. Okay, and we even put extra focus on that. Okay, and of course it is a continuous process. And if someone is having a good history of working, so business development is usually be easy. For example, when I placed many candidates during my initial tenure, okay, now most of them are working as a national sales manager or a regional manager, like those. So this relationship makes us strong, and business development then it's quite easy because of that relationships on. Okay. Now I am coming to the next slide. Next subtopic is like what skills and qualities do you need to be a successful recruitment consultant? So I have explained about the entire job profile of a recruiter, okay. And now means what qualities one should have, right, to be a successful recruitment consultant. So first is independent, minded, and self-starter. Okay. So here, like if someone join as a recruiter, even as a fresher only, so one need to work independently. Okay. Team leader will be able to train you for the how to use job portals and how to coordinate. Okay, and all. Right. But candidate should be an open-minded or independent. Okay. Because all entire industry experience one need to get only after working on that particular position. As I told you, like if someone is working for a life insurance company's opening, so one needs to know about the current life insurance companies in India. For like at present around 25 life insurance companies in India, private life insurance companies. Okay, all out of them around 20 life insurance companies are headquartered at Mumbai only. Okay, so these kind of research and like curiosity should be there with a recruiter. And on a learning perspective, like huge learning is there. Okay, because different industries are there, different profiles are there, top to bottom functions are there. So I think every step one can learn, right? It's a continuous learning process. I think even at this point of time, means I usually get a new client from a new industry, so it is a big learning for us. Even we have to learn according to the job description being provided. Then we research on the industry, their website, we visit website, their product, and then nearest competitors, and it's a continuous process. One should be target and goal oriented. So whenever we get the openings from the HR, generally they give us a turnaround time for that. Or sometimes like some HR provide openings in the morning and they ask for the profiles by end of the day or by 5 p.m., 6 p.m. So target usually be there. It's usually be there. And of course, promptness is needed because that particular client is not only having as a single consultant. Okay. 4 to 5, minimum 4 to 5 consultants are being empaneled with the particular client. So of course, target should be there and time management is needed. Strong communication skills, of course, it is needed. If a recruiter looking for frontline position or a very junior position, so he should have a good communication, whether it is in Hindi or local language, of course. And then skills required, English communication and all for the leadership positions. And so as per the communication skills, recruiters get role and responsibility. So that is of course, main key skills is required for the same. Followed by the creativity and lateral thinking. Creativity, of course, it is needed. These are not only what I can say, as I told you, a telecalling job. One need to, of course, apply their creativity while sourcing the job. Different tools we need to apply. Because nowadays organizations also having job portals, Naukri.com, they have a team of recruiters. They do sourcing profiles on daily basis, day long. And if they generally not able to close that position, then now recruitment consultant get this position. So if someone sit on an Naukri.com and just searching the profile, so their recruiters already have contacted or communicated most of the profile. So at that point of time, this creativity and lateral thinking is required. Recruiter with the experience, right, would do a headhunting, having a good relationship in the market, having their own pool of data. Okay, that organization I think don't have. So this kind of creativity and lateral thinking help and means keep us aside from the organization. So somehow a challenge at present, but not that much, as depends upon the candidate's capabilities and skills. Resilience and positive mindset. This is the what we can say attitude is needed patience, we can say, is needed, because sometimes it happens candidate got shortlisted, interviews are lined up, and candidate not available at the last moment. Then, of course, the organizational team, HR, or the line manager, of course, would question us, means what about the candidate's availability and all. So this is a general profile, we can say. It's a part of profile for a recruiter. Okay, sometimes candidate accept the offer, and at the time of joining, finally he back out because his or her company gave him an offer, okay, counter offer like that, and he said no to join again. So this kind of positive mindset is needed, and patience is needed, because this kind of setbacks one a recruiter usually face. Sociable and extroverted, of course, communication is the key, and relationship, okay, is the key. So to maintain candidate, if someone is sociable, extroverted, so good in communication, good in maintaining relationship with the candidates as well as client, so of course it would be an added advantage. Time management, as I briefed earlier, time management is so the key. Every organization is having uh, many consultants with them. So of course, once they mail us or they share with us the requirements, so at the same time they share with all the consultants. So we have to rush accordingly and share the profiles as soon as possible, because from if they would get a profile first come first basis, so they would consider those candidates. Otherwise, if we would late or we will not manage the time, so it would be a duplicacy for us. So they will not count our candidate. Okay, like that. So first come first serve is always there in this profile. And the ability to work under pressure. So of course, if there is a pressure with the HR, so he would forward this to us, definitely. Okay, so we are also working as a team there. Just we are external team member of the talent acquisition team of any organization. So whenever they having a pressure from the department or so of course we are also part of that particular pressure. So someone should be ready, like it's a part of profile, we can say. So these are all about the qualities one need to be a successful recruitment consultant. Come to the next slide. Finally, why choose recruitment as a career? So I have just put out couple of reasons about this. Okay. So it is a great development opportunity and career progression. So if someone is a graduate or postgraduate or an MBA from HR, okay, if someone got a campus placement, so that is a good thing. But here is the industry, recruitment consultant industry. They usually means hire freshers. It is a good thing for freshers, like, and having someone is having some challenges in communication also. But of course, this recruitment consultancy hires around say 60 to 70% freshers, I think. So this is a good thing for a career development or progression for a fresher. First thing. Second thing, if someone got a placement in a recruitment consultancy or somewhere and having a good experience of 1 or 2 years. So what organizations are doing, as I told you, organizations are also buying these job portals, Naukri.com, Monster and all. And for keep their cost control, they do source profiles at their own internally because of these portals and all. Okay. So they usually hire recruiters from these consultancies only. Okay, so it is a good even opportunity for someone to get placed in a corporates as well as a recruiter. And afterwards, then they will be able to get trained into payroll and other parts, and can be a good successful HR employee there, HR person. So it is a, we can say, first step of a ladder for a career, we can say, for an HR stream student. Second, freedom and support to be an entrepreneur. So freedom and support to be an entrepreneur. So I did the same thing. I joined this consultancy as a trainee initially, and after completion of my MBA, just in 10-15 days, after 10-15 days, I got this opportunity and I joined that because of learning and all, and I just wanted to be placed somehow, somewhere. So even my partner told me clearly, like, you can work as a trainee here as you are an MBA, and afterwards you can even apply any of the job if we get for an HR also, and you can leave, no problem. Okay. So within a sake of 3, 4, or 6 months, I like this profile very much, and thanks to my qualification that HR helped me a lot to understand all these openings, different profiles, right? Means to understand in a better way. And then after 6 months, like, my partner gave me an option, like our values, interests quite matched that time accordingly. So he offered me, like, whether you would like to have a salary hike or a partnership I can offer you. So I choose partnership like that time, because I had somehow a thought for entrepreneurship in my mind since starting. So I choose that even that time. So here is the key means for that. If someone working in a recruitment agency or consultancy and having a good source of relationship with the clients, with the HRs, okay, and all, so one can have a thought for this entrepreneurship even. Okay, many recruiters are doing freelancing. Many sites are there, like providing recruitment, freelancing, and all. Okay, so it's a very good a support for to be an entrepreneur, having a dream for that. Okay. The third one is the uncapped earning potential. In this particular profile, of course, fixed salary is usually be there, but the second thing, the variable pay is quite good and quite handsome, because in this industry, rewards are quite good. Because sometimes with the efforts of 1 or 2 hours and some candidate got selected, so companies pay good handsome commission, we can say, reward for the same. So, and of course, the consultancy definitely, like, shares a part of that to a recruiter as an incentive. So it's a very good chance for earning uncapped potential earning.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Abhishek Chauhan, can you please stop sharing? Yes, sir, please, you continue.
Yeah.
Sorry for the interruption.
No, not at all. And the next point is, like, you can have a positive impact on people's lives. This is the point, like, I attracted for this particular this career as well when I joined as a recruiter trainee in this firm. Okay, so I just came to know that time, like, that this consultancy don't charge with the candidates. It's a free consultant. So that thing, like, I attracted a lot to me for the same. So I thought, like, means it's a kind of service even. We are not charging with the candidates anyhow. Okay. So this was a positive impact on my life as well. Okay. And as I was new that time, so I even placed my 3 to 4 classmates, okay, in the companies like Nestle India, United Breweries Limited, PepsiCo India. Okay. So that kind of feeling was very good to me. So, and they all are my classmates, my friends, and all are working on a very good position at present. So these kind of positive impact on people life, like, one a recruiter can, of course, focus on. So it is a kind of service even. Sometimes, like, we get local openings for Indore. We don't handle any of the clients. Okay, but we get a local client. So, and if we have some ready candidates for them, so we provide them in a good fare for candidates' sake. So this kind of thing happens in this industry. Okay, and recruitment tools are continually evolving. It has been a drastic change in the tools. Initially, when I was joined in 2005, so candidates physically visit to the office, came with their hard copy of resumes. We maintain bundles of resumes. and we had a racks, okay, on that accordingly. So we maintain all these resume in different racks according to the positions, okay, functions and all. Okay. Now after that, Naukri.com came, so we hired their job postings only that time. And again, the Naukri has been updating, or Monster has been updating them continuously. Okay, so they are continually evolving means themselves. Okay, for the same. And nowadays, at this point of time, we are maintaining our data on cloud storage. Okay, having our own pool of data, more than 4 lakh CVs. Okay, profiles at this point of time because of these tools only. And after this pandemic came, so while like we lined up for face-to-face interviews and all, now organizations are comfortable to take interviews online all the rounds. Even candidate need not to be physically present till joining. Even all the documents and all are being done online. Okay, so these tools are really continually evolving this point of time. And after all, of course, recruiters are learning, right, by this technology. Okay. And you can be innovative in this way after using these tools, after having this much of relationships and different kind of positions we get. For example, in life insurance, if one life insurance, but I first handled this life insurance industry. So there are many even courses are there, particularly for life insurance, like actuarial, if someone has heard about. So it's very difficult exams they take for to be an actuarial. Okay, and remunerations are also quite high. So many things we came to know about this because of this innovative approach we followed. So this is fine. Means every industry is having their own kind of different kind of profiles, and jobs, and all. So one need to be innovative about that. Otherwise, we will lose our client. Otherwise, somehow like we would like to compete accordingly. And finally, the competition is exciting. Without competition, I don't think so. Otherwise, competition is not there, the job would be monotonous. So here, competition is always there. Every organization have their number of consultants with them. Okay, and of course, competition is always there. We need to share the profiles as early as possible, as the policy of first come first serve for the profile. So this, of course, competition is needed for the same. So all these kind of means these reasons, okay, one should make a career in recruitment. Okay, and that's all for this particular session for specifically for recruitment. And finally, I just would like to share our experience during this pandemic. Okay, because I think people just want to know, I think, how this recruitment consultancy survived during this pandemic and all. Okay. So of course we hit it hardly from this pandemic, and for say 1 year, at least 1 year, we didn't get a single opportunity or single vacancy to work for. Okay, and all our expenses and all was the same for the portal, for the team and all. So we faced that dark side as well. Okay, and in the second, in 21, 22, of course, some kind of recruitment like happened, and again we faced the second lockdown, and the worst, I think so. So, but that time lockdown was not a totally lockdown, so we worked somehow. Okay, but of course it hit hard us to us, and we learned many things from this pandemic. So technology, of course, helped us a lot, and we worked from home. We worked from home for 2 years even till now, but it's comfortable, right? For that, we screen candidates, interviews are being done online. Okay, and now the good thing is that companies are starting recruiting the candidates. They are open now, and of course, in the near future, it will be a good prospect for all of us. So thank you so much for this opportunity. That's all for today.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable addition to our seminar. And I'm really sure about it that our students really have a great learning from your session. What practical experience which you have shared right now with our students are definitely going to benefit our students and other participants from different institutes. Definitely, sir. Sir,
Thank
there
you.
are few questions. I know you have a very tight schedule, but I would like to have 2-3 questions
Yeah.
from the participant side. The first
Please.
question is regarding what strategies to be followed at, like if somebody wants to have its own recruitment consultancy as in a startup. So what guidance you will provide for such type of startups, sir?
Yes, of course. First of all, like some experience is needed first. One should join somewhere, at least as a recruiter. Okay, because the relationship is the key. How one would get the clients. And clients, of course, depend upon the clients or organization size. If we somewhat would like to start our recruitment consultancy locally, for example, for Indore, so of course, like they can do a small business development kind of thing, a local businesses they can track for and all. Okay, but for a good level consultancy, I can say one need to work sometime, spend some time as a recruiter. Okay, somewhere. Okay, at least 2-3 years, develop their relationships with the HRs and all. Okay, because someone should have a client first. Client is the key first. So spend some time and take experience for entire processes, how to build relationships, and of course portals and all subscriptions are also needed that are very costly. So make a project accordingly and keep at least we can say a planning for at least 2-3 years. Okay, like that. So then only means one can, I think, build a and consultancy.
Yeah, thank you so much. One more question I would like to ask before we leave you from this session.
Yeah.
So, what, according to you, is the most prominent skills which are required by the organizations so that the institute can prepare the students accordingly? We can make them institute ready. So, what, according to you, what your experience says about the prominent skills? You talk about so many skills, but if I'll ask for some prominent skills, what would be that? So can you please share upon it?
Yes, I understand. Skills like means that depend upon the first the position, department's position. For example, hiring for technical engineers also, or for management graduate also. So first, I think nowadays the psychometric tests are being conducted. Okay. So I think institutes should help their students like to crack this kind of test first. Psychometric test, decision making, aptitude tests are there, attributes wise, decision making questions, and somehow reasoning are there. Okay. So I think some guidance or some kind of practices should be done from the institute side for the kind. Communication, of course, communication is key. I think nowadays, I think all kind of students are there. Some are from good schooling, having a good schooling base. Some having might be Hindi medium or average kind of schooling base. So communication is the key.
Okay.
Institutes should have a good programs for spoken English and all. Would be better, and some confidence building kind of program should be there, like public speaking, presentation. I think it's a usual curriculum in MBA. I understand, but if something some engineering kind of courses are there in an institute, so they should focus on that as well, on more, because I'm telling about the freshers perspective.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. And I completely agree that communication is the key for your success. So one need to be very strong in your communication, and you very well quote about the confidence, how we can build a confidence among our students, which is really need of an hour. So with this, I would like to, just invite our Professor Neelam Nayak ma'am for the vote of thanks. So Neelam ma'am, over to you. Ma'am, you please unmute yourself. Just a second, just a second. Ma'am, I suppose now you will be able to unmute yourself. So please unmute. Neelam ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Anjali ma'am. A very good morning to all. On behalf of entire Prestige Institute of Management Dewas, I, Neelam Naik, would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed guest, Mr. Sandesh Nigam sir, Assistant Director, Vishwa Management Services. Your knowledge on recruitment as a career option have truly inspired us. I thank our respected Director, Dr. Ajit Upadhyay sir, and respected Deputy Director, Dr. Abhishek Tripathi sir, for always supporting and guiding us. Our faculty members and fellow students who have made this seminar a memorable one. Finally, I would like to thank all of you present here for making the time to be with us today and helping us make this event a grand success. Thank you, one and all.
Okay, thank you so much, Neelam ma'am. I will add on to you, and I also want to thank RFI for working as a partner with us in this first national seminar on HR. With this note, I once again say thank you so much, Sandeshji, and we look forward for a great relationship in the future. Maybe our students can be a source of help to get placed in some good organization also in the future as well.
Of course,
Okay,
sure.
so with this, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.